I want to see how much of you hang off that bitch, fuck nigga.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shift. 80 weapon. Off.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's how we got to tackle that nigga right there, man. How we got to tackle that nigga, man. Just like that.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I did, because look, I played you to get the throw to that nigga, but you waited on it. Like, you didn't throw it when I thought you were going to throw it.
You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that.
Oh, I know you seen me. I know you seen me out there.
But you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Y'all motherfucker slam my finger in the door, Merc, bro. I'm talking about, bro, this bitch. Freaking like a bitch. I'm talking about, and you know I slammed it good too, Pat, because this bitch black. The leather turned black on me at the bottom.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's going to lose.
All right, Garrett. I see you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So we get to the next level, it's over.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a
gain
up to the 15. Good job there keeping him to a short
gain.
Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Hey, call the timeout for me.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout.
Don't worry, now I'm
They'll have 2
your
remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So live, I'm finna score on your ass now. You just made me mad. I'm gonna call no timeout for me. Right there loud, Pat. I know you just seen what I was doing.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
What I just fucking told him, loud, Pat. I got that boy over here, loud, Pat.
85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
Talking about through a dart, just being bitch.
I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym.
I threw it. Hey, loud, Pat.
Now we get to turn it all
loud,
loose.
Pat. But do you see who that is, though? That's Isabella, bitch. That's Izzy. Any X Factor. That's Izzy right there, man. X Factor. I just got him out of free agency. You know when I seen that boy, I had to go get him.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yeah, I got him in free agency, bitch. 99 overall.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes
good shit,
nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
Yeah, what?
And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a 4-yard pickup.
Money
there.
play, money play, y'all.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set, back, 60 out, 54. Here we go. Go, go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you, son. He's crashing.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I thought he was sending some motherfucking crossing routes, man.
Every
He ain't sending no
defensive
crossing
staff
routes.
harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
A
you ain't
lot
never
harder to
beat me,
stop,
fuck,
though,
nigga.
isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Like I
and
said,
runs
you
of
ain't never
15 or
beat me.
more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd
Oh,
down.
good shit, good
And
shit.
he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Hey,
It's a
good
gain of
run.
11, and the Falcons
Good
pick up
run.
the first. A much different second drive here, Charles.
Good
They go
run.
3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Show me. Show me. Show me. Fuck you thought,
Just
nigga.
no chance
LaMarcus,
of turning the
nigga.
corner.
LaMarcus,
He can only
nigga.
get back to the
Fuck
line
you
of
thought,
scrimmage.
nigga.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Fuck you thought,
Nice
nigga.
job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as
But every time you play me, nigga. Every time you play me, nigga, what you tell me, nigga? Every time you play me, nigga, what you tell me, nigga? What you tell me? What you tell me, nigga? What you tell me? What you tell me, though? What you tell me, though, Mert? Fuck you talking about,
Example
nigga?
right there how this defense really
Every
is
time a
winning
nigga
the
play me,
entire
Pat,
game.
you telling me how good my user
right there, the
skills
line of
is and
scrimmage,
how I
'cause
be
they're
picking shit.
dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and
Oh,
spill
I
into the
done got gunned.
backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, come on, now. That's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. If I ain't never, bro. That's some bullshit if I ain't never seen
12
it, bro.
yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That man know he was just licking his chops a little bit, 'cause he thought that shit was a pick.
On first down, this is Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Nigga thought he
He'll get a
was
nice
with
chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Geis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now back to throw. And he's
Stop
got his
running
man
with that
out of the
nigga,
backfield. That's
Stop
complete.
running with a nigga.
Not at all what they
Nigga, kick that
envisioned
three,
on
nigga.
third down.
You see how
3
nigga
yards in
rocking?
the
You see
wrong
how nigga rocking
direction.
out here, Pack?
If you're a selfish
You see how
player
nigga rocking
and
out
you're
here,
throwing the
Pat?
ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage.
I know.
Kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Matt.
Oh, look at this shit.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in
I'm
mind,
talking about you, bro. The nigga didn't move no well, bro. The nigga didn't move no well.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger ones later.
Really?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
He'll drop the throw.
Oh, make
Quickly
a
here,
block,
that's
man.
complete. And he's going to lose
Make a
yardage
block,
and be
man.
backed up to the 25.
Man,
This will be
you
a
ducked out.
2-yard
You
loss
was
on the play.
reaching out and all
And
type
it'll be
of shit,
4th
man.
down. Here comes
You
the
was already
Buccaneers
fumbling,
punter
pump
now.
block it, nigga.
Back
Do
deep,
what you do.
Jakeem
You
Graham.
need it. You need it.
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch. Off. Check 9. Let it go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Geis.
Oh, look at this shit, bro.
And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20.
They be letting niggas just
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check. Watch out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Mike spot 4.
Second and 6. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, homeboy, that shit give you a notification, homeboy. That shit old, bro. That shit last year, bro. It's probably over with now. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, bro.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Again, Geis, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
But without the cheating though. You feel me?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know the big
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout.
If you don't think I didn't, then you duck yourself. I know. You just know I got a little time, man. I ain't got enough time to work with, man.
Here on 2nd and 16.
I ain't got enough time to work with.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Second and long. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Yeah, but the only reason you get it because that's how it's set up, bro. It's a time thing. If I got time, you beat. Bitch, I ain't got the time because you blitzing. You got the blitz like that. So don't be talking to me like you just doing some regular shit, bro. Because you know that shit you doing I can't do. You feel me? So you just gonna leave it at that. I know. It's in the game. Yeah, but you should be doing a little better than 10-7, dog. You know all that extra shit over there. So that's why I say,
what do you think? You
don't
get
be
the ball
doing
to
that
turnover
extra,
near
bro.
the middle of the field. You
All
take
the
a shot
extra
here the
talking you
first play.
doing.
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hey, just know you know what my head at.
28 yards on the ground. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. A former star at nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he
Get out the
maneuvers his
fucking
way down
O-line,
to the
man,
3-yard
nigga. Check
line.
somebody, nigga.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jump. Check 37, check 37. Check. Bang, bang. 36. Check nickel. Hey, low. 3.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, come on, man. That's straight bullshit, dog. You can't play the shit no better than that, dog.
Before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side.
Can't play that shit no better than that, though,
getting
bro.
the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He's got Adams on the hook on. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They run with Geis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Boy stays up, shedding through the defense. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Don't get nervous. Hey, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a toss. This is Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.